Imagine you're shopping online for just a single wired headset with one ear pad. You click Add to Cart, and the total is $3,100.
Wait, seriously? 3 grand for one headset?
Yeah, exactly. So today, the mission for this deep dive is to explore the completely hidden world of professional audiovisual infrastructure.
Yeah.
And we're doing it using just one product page from a site called HDTV Supply.
Right. We're looking at the Punqtum RIE-4900033 Q920 dual ear headset.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because, why on earth does a single headset cost more than a reliable used car? Is this just, arbitrary price inflation for government contracts?
Well, it's really easy to assume that, but what's fascinating here is the sheer physics of what this gear actually has to do. This isn't for listening to a deep dive. It's heavy-duty digital party line intercom gear.
Right, so not your standard gaming headset.
Exactly. To understand the cost, you have to look at how the specs function in the real world. For instance, it uses an XLR4F connector.
Which means what, exactly?
It basically means it has a specialized locking 4-pin cable, so you physically cannot yank it out by accident if you, say, trip over it during a live broadcast.
Okay, wait, back up. Locking cables definitely makes sense. But $3,000, I can get a top-tier noise-canceling gaming headset for a couple $100.
Yeah, but a gaming headset relies on software algorithms to guess what background noise is. And honestly, software can fail.
True.
This Punqtum headset uses a specialized dynamic microphone with actual physical acoustic chambers, so it's mechanically engineered to only pick up a voice at a specific close-range proximity.
Wow.
Yeah, it physically ignores the sound of a roaring stadium crowd or literally a rocket launching 100 feet away. You use this in environments where missing a cue just simply isn't an option.
So you're not really paying for audio fidelity. You're paying for the absolute certainty that the person on the other end hears the word go at the exact millisecond they need to. And to really understand who buys this, you have to zoom out to the massive industrial scale of the store selling it. HDTV Supply lists over 2,000 different HDMI modular matrix switchers and AV over IP systems.
Which is a massive inventory.
Yeah, it really is. But I'll admit, AV over IP just sounds like technical alphabet soup to me. How does that actually work?
Okay, so think of traditional AV like a single water pipe running to one faucet. AV over IP, which stands for Audio-Visual over Internet Protocol, is like turning that water into rain.
Okay, tracking with you so far.
Right. So you encode the video into data, send it over a network, and you can place as many buckets or TVs as you want underneath it. They all catch the exact same drop at the exact same time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's the mechanism that allows a massive sports bar to instantly sync up 160 screens.
That perfectly explains the scale.
Yeah.
And looking at their site, they aren't just outfitting local sports bars.
Yes.
No, not at all. If we connect this to the bigger picture, you start to see the true enterprise level of this industry. HDTV Supply caters directly to federal GSA schedules and NASA's SIPP programs.
Wait, NASA?
Yep. Essentially, those are pre-approved, highly vetted purchasing catalogs that government agencies use to buy secure, fail-proof technology. They are supplying the invisible backbone for commercial and military media.
Man, when you are dealing with zero margin for error NASA launches and $3,100 headsets, the pressure must be immense.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can actually see that high-stakes stress bleed into the everyday operations of the company itself.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where it gets really interesting. I was digging through this highly technical product page and found a review from a verified buyer named John M.
Okay, what did he say?
He simply wrote, "When I called, the staff was less than friendly, but answered my question."
Oh, wow. That is a refreshingly honest slice of retail reality right there. You have a company moving military-grade gear, boasting over 10,000 positive reviews. They could have easily just buried or ignored that comment.
Right, but they didn't. They publicly replied, apologized, and promised to use his feedback to actively train their staff.
That is wild.
Yeah.
It really highlights a fascinating universal friction point, I think.
How so?
Well, on one hand, you have highly technical engineers solving incredibly complex infrastructure problems, guaranteeing that 4K video routes to 50 screens without dropping a single frame.
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, you have everyday retail hospitality. It proves that no matter how advanced the technology gets, or if your clients are federal agencies, the user interface for a multi-million-dollar operation is often just a stressed human answering a phone.
So what does this all mean for you listening? It means the next time you walk into an arena and marvel at a massive wall of perfectly synced 4K screens, you'll know exactly what's behind it.
Right.
There's a highly complex, incredibly expensive, and deeply human infrastructure making that magic happen.
Yeah, and it really leaves you with something to mull over. If just a single behind-the-scenes communication headset costs $3,100, just how massive is the total unseen price tag of the technology powering our favorite live events?
That's a great point.
Right. It makes you wonder, is the real show happening on the stage, or is the actual marvel happening in the dark backstage?